Hey you all, so I am back. I am moved into my condo. Um, yes, the process was a pain in the behind, but I am here and everything is unpacked. Everything is not in its rightful place yet because I don't know about you all, but sometimes when you move, you just get tired and frustrated because it seems like when you think you're done, then you find another box of stuff and it's like, okay, then you unpack that and then it's like, okay, then you find some more stuff. And so I just started throwing stuff like in a bin and I'm like, whatever, because I'm tired. So, but I just got tired of having some stuff still in boxes and some stuff out and not really knowing where things are. And so I just went ahead and unpacked everything. The natural lighting is great in this place, huh? So hopefully, I won't hear you all complaining about not being able to see the video because the lighting at the old house wasn't that good. When I would do videos in the living room, the lighting wasn't that great. So I mean, this is the natural lighting with the blinds unopened. Like my blinds aren't open, and this is like pretty good lighting. So I don't know how it'll be if I open them. I don't feel like getting up and doing it, so maybe I'll try it out and see. But I mean, I think this is fine the way it is. So y'all let me know if what you think about the lighting. So yeah, I have completely, downsized. The last house, was the house that I secured with my ex-husband. And since we are divorced, I felt that I needed to start afresh, start anew, and, separate myself from what we got together. And also, something that is more economical for me because that house was got because of the both of us, like handling it myself, like really cut into things that I wanted to do. Like I couldn't shop as much. I mean, which I really don't need to be shopping anyway, because moving showed to me even more how I don't need to be shopping because dealing with all this crap. But I mean, just the regular pleasures, in life, like a lot of things I couldn't do, I had to scale back on because of a house. And I'm like, so basically house poor. Okay, that's the term, house poor, when basically so much of your money is going to your house that you don't have a lot left over. And frankly, that's not the way I want to live. I do want to have a nice dwelling, of course, but I don't want to, spend so much money just so I can have a certain type of house and then I'm stuck in it all the time because I can't afford to go anywhere. Like, that's just no. So and it's just me, so I don't need a 4-bedroom house. Like, I don't. Like, that's just unnecessary just for me because I'm in my bedroom most of the time. I eat there, I sleep there, I watch TV there, so it's like there's no point. So now I am in a 2-bedroom condo. My second room is pretty much where my shoes are and where I have storage for my off-season clothes that are packed up in bins. And I do have a futon in there, like, in the event of guests. But that's another thing, I had this guest room, fully furnished, and I rarely have guests. So this time I was like, bump that. I'm going to, use it as my pretty much extended closet. And there will be a futon in there, in the event that I do have a guest, and they can just, open up the futon and, chill. But it just wasn't necessary for me to have this souped up guest room. And I rarely have guests, you know. So that's the deal. So this is my new spot. You know, again, it's really, I mean, I don't think it's, because it's only a 2-bedroom, so I really didn't plan on doing a tour because it's not really a whole lot to tour. But you know, y'all let me know what, if anything, you want to see. But that's pretty much it. So hopefully, you know, my videos will be more regular now that the move is over, and you know, the packing and unpacking and all that is done. And I definitely have great lighting in the new place. Internet is ready to go. Had a few bumps in the road with that, but it should be, you know, good to go now. I am kind of behind on some of the shows. I gotta watch Hawthorne. So, you know, if y'all want to fill me in on comments, that's fine. But Basketball Wives and Single Ladies, I did watch. Now, I don't know if y'all heard, but supposedly Stacey Dash was let go, which, I mean, it kind of sucks because even though, you know, all of their acting is horrible, I've kind of, you know, got adjusted to her, and especially with the cliffhanger that they had on the season finale. I don't know how I'll feel about someone else taking on that role. So I guess when they start taping the new season, it'll be out the bag, whatever they decide to do. But I was so mad. I knew she was going to go back to Quinn, you know, and then possibly lost Jerry. He closed the ring box, so it looked like he was about to, you know, shoot her the peace sign. So, and I felt so bad for Lisa Ray's character, because I mean, Malcolm, like, I mean, that brother said, you know, that everything wasn't what it appeared. So I knew there was something going on, but I had no clue that it would be that. So, you know, that kind of sucks. And she's already, you know, tainted with relationships and not really wanting to give of herself to another man. And surely this is not going to help. I'm glad Daryl calmed down, you know, with the divorce thing. And I still would have took half, though. If I was him, I'd be like, yeah, I'll take the half. But, you know, he told her she could have the money. Well, okay, whatever. Basketball Wives, that whole divorce party fiasco, like, really, I need Jen to calm down. And two, I need to know how her little new guy friend and Al know each other, because homie may be on the DL. Because I'm sorry, if he is friends with Al, that is not a very comfortable position, in my opinion. Like, how do you know each other? Because Al seems like he got a lot of sugar in the tank. So when he suggested hooking her up, I was like, you fool. I would have told him, oh, no thank you, thanks but no thanks. I don't need your sweet soap hooking me up with anybody. Okay. So yeah, but that whole stabbing and beating the pin, and I was mad at the knot on the on the head on the birthday cake. That was hilarious. And him throwing the drink back at her. I mean, of course, as a man, you know, you shouldn't do that, but hey, you know, she should not have thrown the drink at him. And my thing is, stop throwing these doggone drinks. I'm so sick of them into throwing the drinks. It is like, I'm hoping that Eric throwing the drink back on her will be a reality check for her to stop throwing drinks at people. Like, it needs to stop. You are a grown behind woman, you know, pushing 40, you know, in a few years. You really don't need to be doing that. And Evelyn and Chad, like, that their relationship, I'm sorry, it just does not seem legit to me. And like how she just instantly like got over the fact that he went out on a lunch date or whatever with some chick that she doesn't even know anything about. Like, okay, I mean, I do think that she was being unreasonable and that he did have some valid points about, you know, how men end up sneaking around because they can't communicate with their partner because their partner shuts everything down. And you know, that can happen. So she definitely will want to keep the lines of communication open, and she definitely should not expect him to not communicate with any women at all. I mean, that's not, you know, that's not very likely or even very rational. But I do feel that, you know, there should be a line, of course, since they are engaged. You know, he definitely needs to understand that there are some situations that he should not put himself in. Real Housewives of New Jersey, Teresa, you know, she used to be my girl, but she's getting on my nerves because she is really milking this whole family feud. Like, it's time to let bygones be bygones and move on. Like, it makes no sense. Her and Joe are just cutting a freaking fool, and it is so unnecessary. You know, Melissa is trying, and Kathy, you know, she didn't mean anything by it. And I mean, the baby was in the stroller by herself. I mean, it showed it on they panned in on the baby in the stroller when the bra went out. So, you know, she was by herself. I mean, I think Teresa just took it more personal, as though Kathy was saying that she was basically not monitoring her children, you know. And though that wasn't necessarily the case because a brawl had broken out, you know, but I just think that Teresa internalized it way too much. And it's like, okay, move on, you know. Melissa, stop with all the jabs to her and just keep it moving. So yeah, but that's it. This video has probably been way longer than it should be. So I will holler at you guys later. All right, peace.